Hi guys, Kev, Sports Trading UK again. Okay, thought we'd do a Champions League match for you. Okay, same again. All I'm starting off with is we're 3 hours away from kick-off. As you can see, I've got 200 quid stuck on 14.5. Well, should I say, I've backed at 14.5, and I'm hoping that it is going to drop down there to give us a nice £50–100 green on 0-0. If everything goes our way, then hopefully it will. Reason why? Right, same again as last time. I'm on the Man City Real Madrid page, and we're on the correct score. We'll scroll down till you get to the 0-0. I can find it, I've gone too far. There we go, I'm already on it. Okay, what's Betfair showing? Average is 10. Betfair showing 14.5 is still rising. And let's see what we got up to. We've got up to 16 at some stage, or was it 16 at some stage? And people have obviously decided, oh, this could be 0-0. Even though it's rising at the moment, pretty confident it'll come back down. Not a great bit of risk, like I say, it's 3 hours before kick-off. I'll stick that in there, and we'll see how we look. Hopefully we'll get matched. So yeah, it's just go through them all, and you can see a lot of them are actually dropping on bookies as well. That's part of the reason. Take no notice at bookies odds if I were betting, but it's helpful to know that a lot of bookies are actually shortening the odds on it. This odd 1 or 2 still going up, but hopefully when it comes to kick-off time, this is going to drop a bit more, and we're going to have a nice free green. I'll come back if and when it's done. Right guys, we're down to 2.5 hours, just short of 2.5 hours before kick-off. As you can see, it's dropping down to where we want it to be. I think we're going to get matched, which is very nice, but it'll probably take a while yet. I'm sort of £3 away from that in that total there. But hopefully we're going to get matched. It should start dropping. It might spike up again a bit before kick-off, but we should get matched. If you notice, you can see that now on the Betfair exchanges on this dropping odds checker that the prices are both dropping on Betfair and on Matchbook. On the actual bookies themselves, a lot of them are dropping now. So obviously people are latching on to, or thinking that there's not going to be many goals in it. I still think there'll be goals in it, but it just looks a bit high. So hopefully we're not so far away from getting matched now. It's 2 hours 17 minutes away. 2,300 before me. We're gladly slowly gnawing away at it. Hopefully we're going to get matched. Very nice. Okay, 1 hour 24 minutes towards kick-off, before kick-off, and we've managed to get ourselves a nice £100 green. Very nice indeed. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, same as I did on the last one, leave it at 30. But this time we're on the 1-3, 3-1, 2-1, and 1-2, which gives us a nice 90. So obviously that's going to dig into us 100, but we've still got a nice green to play with. Okay, so what we can do, and we've got that, we can use that as backup. We can even try and steal a bit more. Luckily I think what happened there is somebody took a big chunk and then dropped it back in, but anyway, doesn't matter us. What I'll do is I'll keep my eye on it and see if I can steal a bit more, but we set up, and we'll do a few more bets before kick-off, and I'll be back for then. Right, just to show you, I'm a bit annoyed actually. I thought it were going to drop, but look how it's dropped now. So we could have had a nice £200 green. Never mind, missed the opportunities. You'll probably find it will bounce back up again. Let's have a look what we're averaging at now. Average is 10. They're all dropping a lot. They've all stepped on it. Bookies are running scared for some reason. I still think there's going to be goals in it, but anyway, it's just a shame we missed out on that. But I think it might bounce back up again if you want to try and catch the bounce back. The only trouble with that is obviously, you know, when you're laying first at 100, you've got to have a nice healthy bank balance to do it, and then if you're doing it with that sort of money, it's a bit mad, to be honest. You're better off backing and laying. I'm not even sure that'll bounce much. It might stop around here now for the rest of the evening. You could probably get in and out of here a couple of times. I'm quite happy where we are, unless I see, if I hadn't been watching TV instead of this, I would have caught some of that. Anyway, what an ifs don't count. Alright, just thought I'd tell you all markets are related, and so I just thought I'd have a look at the 2.5 and look at this drifting. The over 2.5 is drifting like mad. I don't know if there's been some team news or anything. I really have no idea. Just seems a bit mad, unless it's just people jockeying for position before a game. There's obviously stupid amounts of money on a game like this. Which I'm hoping this drops more, because I'm wanting some cover on this later on, hopefully. Or maybe not, we'll see. Right guys, kick-off time. Just look where that 0-0 has dropped to on the news of Ronaldo dropping out at squad. Good grief, it's as if they didn't have any other goal scorers. Anyway, very nice for us. It's just a shame I didn't keep that in. We'd have been laughing his socks off. In fact, you could have had a really nice profit without a ball being kicked. I can take £6 now if I really wanted to. Anyway, see how it kicks off. See what the game looks like, and get some in-play moves. Got the 2.5 open, and I want the 1.5 open as well, because that'd be quite high, and I forgot to do it. So get that open. See what prices we're looking at. Look at drop on that as well. Good grief. Okay, I'll get back to you when we start. I can't believe how much that has dropped. Okay, I'll get back to you. Okay guys, what I'm doing now is it's sort of a cagey start, it's to be expected. What I've done is I've put a lay in a £10 there, which will still give me a 20 green on if it does end up 0-0. I'm hoping it doesn't finish 0-0. Reason I'm doing that is then by the time it gets to that, if it gets to that, I can then go on the 2-0 and the 0-2. Just put a couple of bets in on there. It should have rose up a bit by then. Just give me, why am I doing that? If it goes 1-0, remember we've got the 2-1 and the 1-2, so if it goes one apiece, we've got them on our side, and if it goes 1-0 or 0-1, then we can scalp the 0-1 or 1-0, knowing we have the 2-0 and 0-2 on our side. I hope that makes sense. Depends how long this takes, or if it gets there. To be honest, I ain't right bothered if it gets there or not. What I want is some goals. And I'm also keeping my eye on this 2.5 market. It seems to be going down pretty quick. If I can get it low enough, I might even put an extra lane on there as well. I'm just being a bit cheeky. I'm excuse me, trying to nick a few ticks here. I've just put a 10 in on 6.8. We're moving nice and quickly, so it just adds a bit. It's no great risk. Remember, I've got all the goals on my side, so if there is a goal still early on, it's working towards us. I'm only using £10. I should have used it a bit earlier, to be honest, but it's just to get a bit of extra, so that when I get that 10 match down there at 5.9, instead of 20, I might have 22, 24, something like that. It all helps for us extra little bets that hopefully I'm going to be putting in soon. Okay, I've just got my £10 match there. So as you can see, that's now at 22, and I've reduced my risk to 20. So what I'm going to do now is, when I can change this, see what I've got. Okay, let's see what prices we've got. Okay, what I'm going to do is, when I get this right, we'll put 5 in there, and we will put, I think we'll put 2 in there. We'll just let it rise a bit, no rush. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put, well, I'm not going to do anything because Man City have just scored. I'll get back. No, they haven't. Stupid button man, or button woman, must be sat on it. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing when this decides to come back in play, I'm going to put 5 on there, 5 on there, which takes me back up to a 30 risk, 30 liability. Okay, so what I've done here is I've put a 5 on 2-0, and I've put 4 on 0-2, roughly about the same. So we're still on the green on the 0-0. So the danger one now, so my risk is back up to 29. So what we're as only problem now is the 1-0s, 0-1, 1-0. Let's see how the game goes before I start worrying about them. We can start scalping them now. So what I'll do is I'll just change these over. So we've got them both showing there. These are obviously going to both drop. What we could do now is just put some stakes in. Don't really matter if somebody scores, we're going to be on one of them, and then we'll be covered on both the 0-2 and the 2-0. I should be doing it now, but I'm going to wait. Okay, right, instead of doing what I've just mentioned, we're coming towards Kev's cover time, which is one of the strategies we use, as you know. I've lost the damn thing now. Where's it gone? That's on the 1.5. Just pull this so it's, as you can see, it's starting to steam. It is quite high a bit early, and that's why I'm thinking about getting in. Whoops, not with that amount, I'm not. Right, I'm going to try and catch it, so I'll go in there. If you see, I could have done it this way by backing the 1-0s, 0-1s, but what I'm trying to do, I need to cover 30. I won't get it all covered, and I have gone in a bit early. It's 31 minutes. I normally don't like to go until 35, so it might hold up a bit. Let me see. I'd be quite happy if we can get, I'll put 50 in. Quite happy if I can get a tenner, but I'm going to let it run. I might even let this run till half time. We'll see anyway, I'll let you know. Okay, we're a couple of minutes away from half time. It's stalled a bit. It did go a bit quicker than normal, but if I can get 15 quid, that gives me half of my liabilities that I've got if it ended up 1-0. If you can, so you get the idea what I'm doing. I'll just get back up to the scores, because obviously I've got 29 liabilities on the 1-0s. I'm okay on the 0-0s, so the under 1.5. So if I can get 15, I've reduced my, so my whole risk then will be 15, unless I got caught scalping. But if I just let it run, my risk will be 15, as long as I get matched on this 1.5, which I should do if I can get the damn thing up again. The computer's playing up because I'm actually recording and whatever at the same time. So look, let's get rid of it. Right, we're not so far off. I could probably get a bit more, but there's been that many late goals in first halves this season that I just want to get out of it. So under 1.5. So if it were 0-0, hopefully it's not 0-0. But if it was 0-0, I'm covered completely. It's just 1-0. I've lost half of it, but I'm sure we won't get to that. Just need a goal. If it looks like there's going to be no more goals during the game, I'll start scalping. I might even start scalping the 1-0s. Well, we'll see how I feel the second half. Okay, I'll leave that out. Some of it's got matched, it'll all get matched. Okay, there you go. So I'm covered now. I've got the £15. Probably could have got a bit more, but I'm quite happy with that. So I've got the £15 on the under 1.5. And as you can see, just looking at whether to, I'm tempted. It's so low, is that 2.5, but I won't. Right, I'm sat watching this thinking I should be scalping these 0-1, 1-0 because, to be honest, it's a crap game. Madrid surprisingly have come to play for draw. Really didn't think they'd do that. But I'm not going to. I'm going to hold my thoughts out that there's going to be some goals. Maybe I'm hoping, but the other way to do this now is to put a tenner on each of these. Obviously that'll take me into reds slightly, but it doesn't matter if somebody scores because you're on the 1-0s. We're on the 2-0s. Just show you. That's the 2-0 as a 0-2. So we'd be okay. But I'm going to hold my faith that there's going to be some goals. Probably wrong. It's part of the reason why I don't like this Champions League setup, all this two-legged garbage. It's better when you have a straight knockout. Watch the second leg, it'll be completely and utterly different. Okay, I digress. Okay, this game is going nowhere and it's sending me to sleep. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scalp both the 1-0 and the 0-1. It just doesn't even look like a goal, to be honest. So I'm just going to 10 on each. That's going to take me into red on there. But I'm just trying to lower liabilities a bit. In fact, look at the 2.5. It's down at 107. Okay, I've done. So I put tenner on each of those. Obviously, that takes me into a £6 red on the 0-0. We'll give it a few minutes, and I might try scalping that a bit as well. Okay, as you can see, there's some gaps keeps appearing in this. It's up and down, up and down. So what I'm going to do is I'm sneaking in and out with 20. Just trying to get this down. I've got it down a bit. I'm trying to get it down to a zilch. Remember, I've still got the 15 on the 1.5. So let's see if I can get some up here. It's bouncing a bit, so just keep going in and out. Hopefully that'll get caught. Missed that one. Might have to go in a bit lower. I'll go in here because this might disappear as well. But basically just in and out with 20. Not a great risk because remember I've got all this cover on my scores. Just trying to get this to a green, so not a green particularly, but scratch. Not going to get that one. Always go one above. Yeah. What I'm trying to do is just get that down to scratch. Okay, if a goal goes in, I'm going to lose 20. Don't want to be too greedy. There you go. Look, nice catch. Down to £3. I think everybody's at the same opinion. This is going nowhere. Missed that one. Missed that one. Always go above just in case you get that bounce. Oh, crikey. Nobody fancies any goals in this game now at all, do they? Should catch this one. There we go. Let me see. It's a bit of a risk leaving it in too long. Get it in here. Okay, you get the idea. I'm just doing that just to show you. I'm going to carry on this till hopefully I get that down to green. Or a small scratch, something like that. Surely somebody's got to score. Okay, I'm just going to carry on doing that. Okay, there you go. I managed to get it to 59p, so we're on the nil ones, 1-0. No great profits, but a bit of luck, somebody will bloody score. My only danger will be one apiece. See how we go. What a boring game. Well, what can I say? Second half was a nightmare. Boring. Okay, we're going to end up with, it's going to end up 0-0 by the look of it, unless some miracle happens in second half. So we're going to end up with 59p from the 0-0 and £15 from the under 1.5 goals. Shame, all that hard work, nice profits waiting for us sat there. If somebody does score, we're alright. We're going to get the 10 out of 4 plus the 15, so at the most we're going to get is 20 odd quid, which is a shame because we were sat nice, so all we needed were a couple of goals. Okay, hope to see you on the next one. We've gone into injury time, I just really can't see a goal, so I'll call it quits at that one, and hopefully again something out of that one, and see you on the next one.